getting in the way right now. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Is it because you're worried about the beat pattern?
Yeah.
Okay, then just don't forget about the beat pattern.
I mostly did.
Okay, so here's what I want you to focus on. First of all, let's get to your absolute position of power. We've worked on this before, I feel like, right? Sort of, there's a tendency, remember, head forward. So when we're using our head, we tend to put our head forward. We'll sort of collapse our heart, our torso, and put our head like this. So think about the heart is in front of the head. So your posture is such that your heart is in front of your head. Okay, so your head has to be back, so your heart, chest has to expand. Doesn't that look totally different? Just totally different. Okay, now raise your arms. Real position of power. This, just do downwards, okay? Let's do it again from the beginning.
Almighty Father, incline thine ear. Bless us and all who have gathered here. Thy angels send us, who shall defend us all. Earth fill with grace, all who dwell in this place. Amen.
Yeah, much, much better. So, what's
I
that?
felt it constantly coming in and my head was going down.
You feel this? Yeah, well, good. Because when you're expanding awareness, when you're growing, that's what it feels like first. It's awareness of what you're doing that you don't want to do, right? It doesn't feel natural. But before, you didn't even have awareness about it. Your body would concave on itself, and you had the proprioception. You know what the word proprioception means? It means your ability, with your eyes closed, to be able to know where you are in space. And proprioception would lead somebody to, there's people who, they think they're standing up straight, right? So at least now you're being aware of that. Fight it. And what I want you to do is realize, please, can I borrow this piece of paper? When you're compensating for something, okay, so let's say this is what you're hoping for, right? And what you're doing is you're leaning this way, okay? And then if you try to make yourself go straight again, it's always going to have this, you have to bend the paper the other way for it to eventually be able to be straight, okay, kind of? Yeah, I hope I didn't mess up your score too much. But the point is that, so if you're thinking that you feel your body concaving in this way, then I don't want you to say, no, Mark, get straight. I want you to say, no, Mark, get way over the top this way. Because it's going to feel like you're doing this in order for you to do this. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so keeping your heart in front of your head, not just in terms of your music making, your conducting, your teaching, your interactions, but your posture, okay? And what I thought was one of the more beautiful moments of his conducting is when he was just doing downbeats, but then he just felt compelled. And the patterns came naturally out of knowing the music, right? That's the most compelling thing. I'd much rather that than another 4 measure followed by a 3/4 measure. It's like, I really don't want you to be doing that. Okay, comments for Mark?
I think it'll help with your head, because I notice when you want to breathe, you move your head. If you just do like your mouth, if you open it and breathe that way, that'll help keep your head still.
Your gesture of syncopation is very good. Nice. 2.
I think your confidence level is so much higher than it was the last time you conducted, and I think that's really, really, really impressive.
So all these are great comments. Let's keep going. We have 3 minutes left. So in these last few minutes, I want to give you another shot at doing this, and I want you to take it for a spin. And when I say take it for a spin, sometimes we noticed with some people in here, you might have noticed this already, that when you start to put your emphasis on, I want to crescendo, I want to diminu, I want to retard, focus on the music, and the technique will sort of fix itself. Patterns, if you mess with a pattern, don't worry about it. You can find your downbeat again. But I want you to take it for a spin. Like you can go really pretty fast and really slow and really crescendo and really diminu. Just do something, okay? Keep the heart in front of the head. Here we are, all the way through. Mark is going to take this Ferrari for a spin. Who knows what he's going to do? This is going to be crazy.
Almighty Father, in my life, bless us and all those who have gathered here.
Mark, do more.
My angels send us, who shall defend us?
Pause. That was the first time you had a little hesitation before all. It's the first time I heard you do something. Do something. Really accelerate. Really retard. Really crescendo. Really diminuendo. Do something. And keep going.
Filled with grace, all who dwell in this place.
Okay, so when you watch your videotape, I think you're going to find that you didn't really do anything. You were still stuck in the confines of, do I have the meter right? So I want you to get past that, because on the other side of that, the meter sort of takes care of itself. Okay? You're headed in the right direction. We got you past this first little membrane, and now we're up against this bigger membrane. We got to get through this, okay? Okay, nice job. Thank you. Okay, everybody, if you didn't go today, I need